2-minute warning. 1:52 to go. Can Tom Brady bring him back? Operating at midfield. 1:52 to go in the pursuit of Super Bowl 50. This drive will begin at the 50. Brady heaving it down the field. The receiver was White, and he had his hands on it for a moment but couldn't hold on.
Got exactly what they wanted. They got both safeties in the middle of the field, and they get one-on-one on the outside. And this is the matchup we've been talking about. This is what they want. James White against the linebacker. That time it was Brandon Marshall.
This Denver defense, best in the league this year, can now take the Broncos to the Super Bowl if they can hold the Patriots back. They're chasing after Brady, who was able to get rid of it. And it's ruled an incompletion on the field. That was DeMarcus Ware who grabbed him by the leg from behind.
Watch down the field. Gronkowski inside. He's not running full speed. The crosses are covered. The end cut was covered. That was perfect. Gronkowski really struggling to run. Chris Harris is on him. Left side, nobody. Safety's going to come to LaFell. So where do you throw it? You throw it away. The story of the game. Protect him, Tom Brady. And the guy's not getting open consistently enough.
3rd and 10, and again they're on Brady. He unloads it just in time. And Ware has been making plays in this quarter. He's been in the backfield a handful of times, and he was on this occasion.
On the outside, what do? Again, pressure. And Wade Phillips is a pressure coach. They're not backing off, giving the easy completions, and the Patriots cannot shake it.
So for the 3rd time in this quarter, the Patriots face 4th down. The Broncos have not allowed a 4th down conversion over a long span, the last 10 attempts by an opponent. This one could close it out. Brady, though, goes down the field to Gronkowski, and he has the football at the 10-yard line.
He was double covered. And what happens when you're double covered? Who's got him deep? In and out. Look at that. So, I got him inside, you got him outside. Gronkowski goes right down the middle, and that was a beautiful throw by Tom Brady on 4th down.
The pass was perfectly thrown, and again, the Broncos without their starting safeties.
Big part of it, but that was a perfect play. Double coverage, they made a mistake.
1st and goal. Brady over the top, incomplete. Back in the direction of White.
Well, if there's some way Tom Brady pulls this out, he'll need 2 weeks to rest up from all the hits.
No question. I've never seen him
take this
under pressure for this long throughout the game.
It's the best defense he's probably faced maybe in his career. One of the best, that's for sure.
Hurried 18 times, knocked down 14. Gronkowski has Talib on him at the top. 2nd and goal. Quickly over to Edelman. Edelman gets around Roby, and it's down to the 4. Finally tripped up by Webster, and the clock is running. Patriots have the 1 timeout. So 3rd and goal to go. Some confusion, it looks like, on the Denver defense.
Well, they brought in substitutions.
They got Roby down here in the bottom on Gronkowski. Brady looked his way. He's hit and throws incomplete. And now the AFC Championship's going to come down to this very next snap.
Well, you say it. What happens, and it's happened all day long. The pressure on Tom Brady, but he wants to go to Gronkowski, but all the different changes that Wade Phillips has made, they had him double covered, nowhere to go.
The timeout is called.
Timeout, New England. That's their third and final timeout.
And again, the Subway postgame show comes up after this one concludes, including the presentation of the Lamar Hunt Trophy. The Patriots needing the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They've been down here a couple of times already in this quarter. And now for the third time, trying to pull off the comeback. And then, of course, they'll have to step right back up and face another do-or-die situation with a 2-point conversion.
Tom Brady told us last night, or Friday night, he trusts all the receivers on the field. And that's what it's going to come down to. Look out there, which matchup do you like, and you go to that guy.
Here we go. The 13th snap in the quarter inside the 30. With the game on the line, Brady in the pocket, end zone bound, and it is caught by Gronkowski to make it 20-18. He got away from the Denver defenders.
Double covered again. Tom Brady under pressure just threw it up, hoping his guy could out-jump, and Gronkowski does it. Here he is, 87, watching go to the back of the end zone. True double team.
Was he ever out of bounds and come back in to catch it?
No, he was not.
We got an official right there. Of course, every touchdown has to be validated. That looked like he was inside of it.
Perfect coverage. They had it just the size of Gronkowski. 6'6", goes over Chris Harris.
Touchdown stands. Here we go. Timeouts called by the Broncos.
Timeout, Denver. That's their third and final timeout. 30 seconds.
And what a job by Tom Brady. The 4th down throw, 2 4th down throws. But the first one was clear. That one, he was going to get sacked, so he just gave his guy a chance, and Rob Gronkowski made the play.
And remember, they had a 4th down play earlier in this drive when Brady heaved it down the field to Gronkowski. And back in the first quarter, Gronkowski missed the PAT. A lot of things have happened since then, course of the game, but that's why they're at this point right now facing a 2 to try to force overtime. And they've got Amendola back for this play. He's been out this whole drive up until this 2-point conversion. So the Denver defense has to be in a little bit of shock after the 2 4th down conversions, the latest one going for the touchdown. But they must regroup here because one stop takes them to the Super Bowl. Here's Brady. Rolling out, rolling and throwing. It's tipped in the air, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted by Roby. He lost the football back at the 20, but it doesn't matter. It was tipped by Talib, and the Denver defense saves it at the end.
Well, once again, they're going to double team the tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Look down at the bottom of your screen. Easy to say now, but that was your one-on-one. And as we've said all day long, pressure made Brady move.
Talib was the one who tipped it. Roby, who has a nose for the football. We've seen that over the course of his 2 years. He ended up making the pick. And Brady's season, which has been a remarkable season, so undermanned across the whole offense to get him to this point. And Peyton Manning begins the celebration here as now Gronkowski will get set for an onside kickoff. Watching Manning through that last series reminded me so much of 9 years ago when we were at the AFC Championship game in Indianapolis, and he was sitting on that sideline and could barely watch.
Came back from a 21-3 deficit. The Patriots have a high number of different onside kicks. You always got to be alert for the one right down the middle where the kicker tries to recover.
They have actually had 2 successful onside kicks this year after having 2 in their entire history before that. And it's recovered by KO.
Gronkowski was trying to kick it and get there first. KO, great job of reading it, caught it on the hop.
They have to clear off the field here because we're one official kneel down away. And it's going to be one triumphant kneel down for Peyton and these Denver Broncos. There weren't a whole lot of people giving them a chance coming into this one.
Well, he did it once again. 17 of 32, 176 yards, the 2 touchdown passes in the first half, and the defense came through so many times for Denver today.
Denver wins it, heading to Super Bowl 50.
Well, Jim, a couple weeks ago, he was the backup quarterback.
Backup quarterback for the first time since he was a freshman in college. Came off the bench week 17. Got the Broncos restarted. Gave them a spark. Won the division, won the 1 seed.
What a battle.
It was the first time in history that 2 quarterbacks met for the 5th time in postseason history. And in all 5 occasions, the quarterback who's playing at home won.
Well, you know, let's go back to what we said at the start of the game. I think he did it once again, Peyton, when you saw how he played. He knows the team. They're tough. It's about the defense. You got to go out there and compliment it. And the offense did all day long.
Everyone around the Patriots will tell you they had never seen, if it was possible, to have more motivation or a bigger chip on your shoulder. They had never seen Tom Brady so laser focused like he was this season.
Well, it could have been true, or it is, but he's always laser focused. Tom Brady always finds something to draft, whatever it is, discount him, to drive himself and the football team. But they ran up against a Super Bowl defense in the Denver Broncos, and they just couldn't make enough plays today to win the game.
Denver as a franchise is going to the Super Bowl for the 8th time. That's tied for the most in history, along with the Patriots, the Cowboys, and the Steelers. All of them with 8 trips. Gary Kubiak, in his first year as the head coach of the Broncos, takes the team he played for to the promised land, taking them to the Super Bowl.
Changed the team, defensive oriented, tough. You saw all that here today with Gary Kubiak, Wade Phillips, and the Denver Broncos.
Okay, the Subway post-game show is coming up. The 17th edition of Brady Manning was very memorable. Right up there, maybe the greatest of them all. There have been a lot of good ones. Not a lot of people saw this result coming, but the Broncos win it 20-18, and they're heading to the Super Bowl, and we're heading down to the field for the presentation of the Lamar Hunt Trophy. You're watching the NFL on CBS. All right, thank you, James Brown. And Denver, congratulations. The Broncos are heading to the Super Bowl. I'm up here with Annabelle Bolin, wife of Broncos owner Pat Bolin, John Elway, Gary Kubiak, the Bolin family. And Terrell Davis is here to present the Lamar Hunt Trophy to the Bolin family.
Bronco family, let's give a big old round of applause to 2015 AFC champion Broncos! Yeah! And it's my pleasure to give this trophy to Annabelle Bolin for Pat Bolin, the Lamar Hunt Trophy for the AFC champions. Here you go, Annabelle.
I'll hold it for you, Annabelle. Terrell, you hold it.
Okay.
You hold
Can I
it.
talk now?
Yeah, you may.
Okay. On behalf, okay. On behalf of my husband Pat and the Bolin family, I want to congratulate John Elway, Coach Kubiak, our players, and most importantly, the most incredible fans in the NFL. Read that one then. We are so honored to accept the Lamar Hunt Trophy and represent the AFC in Super Bowl 50. Let's get it done for Pat and go Broncos!
Congratulations, Annabelle. And this trophy, we're going to bring it over here, if you don't mind, to this gentleman by your side. John Elway, ladies and gentlemen, put this team together, and you brought back your old roommate, and in his first year, he comes in and wins the AFC Championship. Congratulations, John.
Well, thank you. I tell you what, we couldn't have done it with all the fans here today, but Gary and his whole staff just did a tremendous job, really stepped into a hot seat, and they proved everybody right here the fact that he did a tremendous job.
Well, you need to get your hands on that trophy. So I'm going to pass this along here. And while you hold that up, let me slip in Gary Kubiak.
Hey.
You're going to the Super Bowl. How did your team beat a very good New England Patriot team today?
Well, we had great respect for him, Jim, but the one thing we've done all year long is we just grind as a football team, and our fans are great to play for. Defensively, we played our tails off all year long and found a way to win another close one.
To come back, to team up with Elway, to come back where your career started, you spent so much time here as a player and an assistant, to bring it back to this point, to take the Broncos to the Super Bowl. What does this moment mean before all these fans?
That means the world to me. John gave me a chance and a chance to come back home to my football home, and I'm just so proud to be a part of this organization and this football team.
Well, how about a little handoff like the old days to number 18 over here, Peyton Manning. Peyton, you now break the mark that belonged to John Elway. He was previously the oldest quarterback to ever take a team to the Super Bowl, and now that great honor belongs to you. At this stage in your career, tell me about the fact you're going back to the Super Bowl.
It's a tremendous honor, Jim. It's been a special 4 years playing here in Denver for these great fans, for this great organization. And to be going to our second Super Bowl in 4 years is very special, and just an awesome effort by our entire team tonight. What an incredible effort by the Patriots for us to beat that team today. Very special win.
You had a rather long handshake at the end with Tom Brady. I know there's a friendship there and a lot of respect and admiration. What can you tell us was exchanged there, and how about also with Bill Belichick as you guys today were able to beat that powerful combination?
Well, it's been a special rivalry over the course of my career against the Patriots and the entire organization, and to play 4 times in the AFC Championship with so much on the line. Those games have been very special, so I just wanted to take the time to share with Tom and Bill how much respect I have for them and just what special coaches and players they are.
Peyton, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
You were going back to the Super Bowl, and to all of your teammates of the Broncos, some very big performances by this defense. And we're going to send it back to James Brown and all the crew as Von Miller and all the Broncos celebrate their AFC title here today.
A game-long effort that got it done in superb fashion. Stay with us, folks. The Subway postgame show will continue from Sports Authority Field here at Mile High after this.